2018. I'm Gretchen Little. I'm here with Tom Foolery. Tom, what do we got?
We got a matchup that we see every year here at Pennsylvania. We're here at Hatfield, Pennsylvania. We got Team PA taking on Team Maryland. Team PA every year able to pull out a win. Maryland's looking to shake things up. They're coming off that narrow win by West Virginia earlier.
Yeah, and we're underway immediately into it. Jamming for Pennsylvania if patterns have kept to themselves as they should be. That's Lurs Lemon. It is up at the front of the pack. Lurs Lemon, first lead jammer.
Yeah, and Carbomb Kelly got hung up in the back, now getting dragged back way back into turn 4. We'll run down the rosters when they get a chance. They got things started a little quick on us right now, but coming around for a scoring pass is...
Oh, Lurs Lemon vaulting over the inside straightaway. That's a 5-point scoring pass to start the festivities.
I like the way she's able to high step right up over the legs. She knew exactly where she needed to be, got the feet down in play. Marv with a hit there.
Oh, another 5-point pass for Lurs Lemon, who just hops her way up that inside straightaway. Well done. The Pennsylvania defense with Teflon Donna in control takes Slambolina way back. Slambolina has received a star pass from Carbomb Kelly. Lurs Lemon now running into the teeth of the Maryland defense, and this third scoring pass is proving to be a little more difficult.
Yeah, right now Eddie Kruger working that outside line. Oh, and just as you say so, a beautiful reverse spin by Lurs Lemon, now gliding down the backstretch.
Well, Lurs Lemon now with 15 points. Maryland still yet to complete the initial pass on this first jam. Here comes Lurs into the pack once again, fighting up at the front against Carbomb Kelly now as a blocker, and Lurs is able to maintain control. 5 more for the Pennsylvania All-Stars. Pennsylvania making a statement.
What I've seen interesting is they have not helped Lurs much in offense. And, of course, as I say, that Diva's up there. But so far, to trust in Lurs to get the job done, and she is collecting the points.
Boy, Lurs Lemon on a tear. And, again, the Gorth now for Pennsylvania on the rollback of Slambolina. Lurs Lemon looking for more. That's going to do it. The jam times out. A 29-point jam for Lurs Lemon to start the game.
Hello, the game has started. You're down 29-0. Lurs Lemon getting things rolling.
Maryland going to be digging themselves out. Pennsylvania sending Olive Havoc to the jam line now. Olive Havoc from the Black Rose Rollers of Hanover, Pennsylvania. We'll get that Maryland jammer for you in just a second.
Yeah, duck down back behind the line. Can't see. I believe that's Lithium Lady. Yes, that is.
Lithium Lady with a couple of big performances earlier in the weekend. She's earned 1 MVP award already, I believe.
Yeah, from 301 Derby Dames, one of the smaller leagues in Maryland, but she showed her game is big.
Here comes Olive Havoc, another lead jammer for Pennsylvania. She looks like she's shaking her nose. Might have taken on a little elbow there, a little inconsequential elbow, but now Gigi Hardy receives the star pass for Maryland in the pivot position. She's out on the initial pass. Olive Havoc is awarded 4 points and is in lead jam position.
Yeah, Olive Havoc's been having herself a monster weekend, setting everything up. Gigi Hardy's been the Swiss Army knife for Team Maryland, taking the star, now spinning through the inside, but Olive Havoc already has 5 more points in the pocket.
That's right, 4 points awarded, first points for Maryland. Olive Havoc hitting the pack hard, calling off the jam, got 4 more. Talked with Olive after the last game for Pennsylvania. She said what she's been working on is hitting the pack at full speed, and it shows right there.
Yeah, going around the outside, you saw her tiptoeing as she stepped out of the pack, got it. The biggest thing I think from the games previous is seeing how the penalties are being called. We saw yesterday was a little more linear. Today they're starting to be a little stricter, and Maryland got caught by the penalty bug earlier, and PA's been pretty safe. We'll see how things play out.
PA staying clean so far. The penalty box is empty. This is Veronica Getzberger of the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Roller Radicals wearing the star for the Pennsylvania All-Stars, pushing up towards the front of the pack. She's going toe-to-toe with the mighty Isis and gets through another lead jam for Pennsylvania.
Right now getting some help. That's Gurley Girl from Southern Delaware, now getting dragged back by V Diva. Defense resets. Oh, Mighty Isis just drops a blocker trying to help, pretty much destroyed the pack.
And a multiplayer block there.
Pretty paralyzer sitting down.
Now, again, Veronica Getzberger essentially doing the work on her own, a direction of gameplay.
Princess Leia.
Princess Leia called for that one. Veronica Getzberger now through for 5 points. Pennsylvania just focusing on defense. Here's a star pass to the mighty Isis. And Veronica Getzberger chasing her down from behind. Getzberger already with 9 points.
Yeah, coming around now, looking for a scoring pass. The mighty Isis goes around the outside, gets bumped. Looks like a waterfall between B Diva and Teflon Donna.
Well, that's a waterfall of historic proportions. And going long is Veronica Getzberger and the Pennsylvania All-Stars. Look at that acceleration through turn 2. Another 5-point pass.
Well, mighty Isis is usually considered a blocker, but does do a good bit of jamming, shifty on the skates for her size and speed that she can get. Did pick up 4 points, but now she's got to do a good job trying to match.
And that's going to force a call off by Veronica Getzberger. She got 4 more, 65 Pennsylvania, 8 for Maryland.
Right now, PA's looking very consistent, very organized. They're not getting broken up. Diva, of course, being the point of the defense in the back, seeming to go backwards more often. She's going forward as she's dragging jammers with her.
Well, it's a component game that we just saw, really, as far as rankings go in the group ahead of us with New York and Virginia. Who knows? Maybe Pennsylvania looked at that New York game and says, we want to make a statement to everybody here. We've got Nikki Cash now jamming for Pennsylvania, but she's called on a forearm. This is a power jam, Maryland.
Yeah, it looks like Tarantina is out there looking to sprinkle something on this, get the Old Bay running, but oh wow, Thumper says no Old Bay on that one.
Thumper thumped down a shoulder deep into Tarantina, took her back, but she's fighting against the defense now. Russian Bayou in the pivot position now, holding down the outside.
Gorgeous right in the middle as well, and then you got Kesha Later now, full recycle by PA. Good job.
Very nice defensive work. Kesha Later on the takedown on the inside, and Thumper going to roll back. We have a direction of gameplay against a Maryland blocker. That's Marv.
Yep, it is. Marv, not a stranger to the penalty box, been very clean so far, playing good defense. Beautiful spin by Nikki Cash, just getting away. Gigi trying to get some more. Oh, great play by Gigi Hardy.
That was an all-star defensive stop by Gigi Hardy taking, oh, but out of play block was called on the play. Nikki Cash alertly bouncing up. She is in scoring position, not lead jammer, however.
Oh, I like the tenacity. Gigi Hardy not giving up, trying to save the play. Unfortunately, a little too far out.
Well, it was worth a try, you know, in a situation like this where Pennsylvania with a momentous lead. Nikki Cash throwing herself at the pack and coming out on the other end with 5 points. Little offense that time by Thumper.
Yeah, not just throwing big hits, but sealing a hole there. Thumper doing a great job.
Nikki Cash twirling on the inside. She has to cede her position.
Yeah, Bourbon Bruiser able to get a piece of her, knock her to the inside. Now Marv working the outside, getting a knock out on Nikki Cash.
And the star pass going to number 309.
Gigi Hardy.
Gigi Hardy getting a little bit of action from all sides in this jam. The jam will time out. And 4 more points for Pennsylvania, 14-point jam for Nikki Cash.
Yeah, that's one thing to say, action from all sides. You had to better have your head on a swivel. You had Thumper out there cleaning people out, then playing offense. And meanwhile, Marv trying to get a piece of people. I think the physicality's been cranked up. Somebody went to the dial and turned it up to 11.
Lurs 11 knows how to go to 11. She is jamming for Pennsylvania.
We got the captain, Car Bomb Kelly, up there as well for Team Maryland.
Maryland still looking for a lead jam. Oh, Lurs Lemon can't quite stay in bounds. Nice defense by Marvin. Here we have lead jammer Car Bomb Kelly for the Maryland All-Stars.
Correct. Just as you're saying, Marv got a piece, drug back, gave the opportunity, and now Car Bomb Kelly coming around a scoring pass. Oh, and Lurs just throwing it shoulders.
Slambolina in the pivot position, taken down by Lurs Lemon, but this is Car Bomb Kelly on a scoring pass for Maryland. You wonder if they're going to go long or whether they're going to call this, Tom.
I don't know. I mean, Lurs has been scoring by the boatload. I wouldn't take my chances. Get your points and call it off.
Lurs rolled back now by Marv. Marv seems to have Lurs' number on this particular jam.
All right, looks like we have a jam call there. Car Bomb Kelly calling it off after picking up 3 points. They were able to hold Lurs scoreless. I think it's the first scoreless jam so far.
Maryland defense holding Lurs Lemon. That shows their capability. Up to the jam line now for Pennsylvania is Evil Beauty out of the Brandywine Roller Girls.
And it looks like you're going back to Lithium Lady.
Nobody in the penalty box. Pretty clean game so far. Geez, we've got 10 minutes gone by already.
Wow, where did it go? 79-11. And that's Evil Beauty, like you said, now driving towards the front.
Lucretia McKeevill bracing the Maryland defense. Lucretia McKeevill, of course, out of Mason-Dixon Roller Vixens.
It looked like she was bracing. Unfortunately, Lithium Lady jumped up and under, got a chest full, and she was getting blocked by her own blocker, now getting around the outside.
Evil Beauty, lead jammer Pennsylvania. Russian Bayou holding down the outside straightaway. Scoring pass now for Evil Beauty.
Russian Bayou is just a pro. That's all I can say. So solid on the skates, takes a hit, stays in the play, never seems to be out of a play at any time. I always respect Russian Bayou's game.
Lithium Lady called through the pack, called off by Evil Beauty. 3 points put up by Pennsylvania, 4:22 left. Pennsylvania 82 and Maryland 11.
Sounds like Pennsylvania has the eye on the prize. They got something to get back. New York stole it from them last year. They look focused. Now actually getting Betty Switch to go to line from the Philadelphia Hooligans.
Yeah, Betty Switch, and we'll have the Maryland Jammer for you in just a second.
That looks like Gorley Girl.
Gorley Girl for Maryland. The penalty box still empty. Look at Betty Switch fighting through that Maryland defense, and Slaya cannot hold her back. Betty Switch, lead jammer, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania with so many options. A multiplayer block now going against the mighty ISIS. It's going to thin the Maryland defense a little bit. Nice defense by Slaya, bumping out Betty Switch, and the rollback is going to go back to turn 3.
Yeah, Gorley Girl still on her initial pass, but perseverance and tenacity. I think tenacity is a word for Switch. The legs just keep pumping, fights her way through. You don't see a ton of moves. It's just straight moving forward. Moving
forward with speed and power. There we go. It's a that hole was only open for a couple of seconds, but she saw it. She accelerated just enough to hit it.
That was Calamity Maine opening the hole. Great job. She wasn't here early yesterday, but coming and now making her presence felt.
Another 5-point scoring pass for Betty Switch. And again, you're right, Tom. But for the occasional offense being thrown by Pennsylvania, their pack is focusing on defense, and they are focusing so intently, just making some holes for the offense almost inadvertently.
Well, that's just a lot of faith in them jammers, and jammers are paying them back. Everybody's got multiple points in their pocket already, multiple scoring passes. V. Diva going to the penalty box. Haven't seen her get a penalty yet this weekend. That's impressive.
Missed the call on that, but she's in the pivot position. Another 5-point pass for Betty Switch. Oh, and a illegal star pass to the mighty ISIS. Gorley Girl's going to have to sit down. ISIS dropped the star in the field of play.
Yeah, right here in front of us.
Meanwhile, Betty Switch just keeps on scoring points.
Oh, it scares me when it gets caught up in the wheel. You can see it's caught up in the wheel of Pink Medusa. She just picks her skate up. Good. I'm always worried if somebody's going to trip over when you see that. It gets tangled up in the wheels.
Oh, sure, and we don't need that. 35-point jam by Betty Switch. And the Pennsylvania All-Stars hitting on all cylinders. We got Veronica Getzberger on the jam line for Pennsylvania.
It says a lot when your 4th, 5th jammer can blow up a 35-point jam. PA is deep, and deep as it can get.
That's right, and this is going to be a power jam start. We have an official time out now being called as we want to get everything squared away.
So they look like they're getting a star over to Gorley Girl, who's sitting in the penalty box. You just saw Coach Howell walk out in front of us. Make sure she gets in her hand. You don't want to lose the opportunity to get your jammer as they come out of the box without the star.
Absolutely. And Veronica Getzberger back at the start line by herself.
Veronica Getzberger, a longtime veteran of the sport. Glad to see her playing with the PA All-Stars. She comes to one of the smaller leagues in Pennsylvania.
That's right, the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Roller Radicals, which of course is V Diva's home league now. All-Stars for Pennsylvania holding back. Lead jammer for Pennsylvania is Getzberger. Pennsylvania at full strength. Here comes Gorley Girl. Marv's going to take her place in the penalty box. 5 points by Veronica Getzberger.
That was a good point that you said. V Diva was interesting. She chose to step away from Gotham, now going to play with a smaller league, getting more value out of it. Seems very happy when you talk to her about it, which I'm glad to see that Diva's finding some fun, not having to travel 2.5 hours to go to practice.
Yeah, and it has to be a just a constant taxing lifestyle to play. Even when she was playing with Philly, she still would have to go down the turnpike in order to get to a practice. And here comes Veronica Getzberger again on her own for the most part. This time she's taken down on the inside of turn 4.
Gorley Girl there knocked out to the outside once again, still struggling to back of that organized PA defense.
This one is a 20-point jam so far for Getzberger, still 40 minutes. Oh, we have a star pass to Gigi Hardy now. 4 points this time for Veronica Getzberger, and Pennsylvania going long again. The period clock has expired. Big takeout there by Kesha Later.
Yeah, it was. So looking to run the rest of this out. They're confident in their jammer now. Berger locked up in the front.
Thumper.
Dealing with, there you go, Marv getting called. I believe that's out of play.
Yeah, that was the call. Thumper called on a direction of gameplay, so both teams with one blocker in the penalty box, both jammers on scoring passes. Veronica Getzberger slaloming through for an additional 5 points, a 29-point jam to end the period. Pennsylvania 146, Maryland 11.
I hope you didn't blink. That first half went through. We had a stoppage. We had one thing, but it just seemed like it was constant action. PA putting on a clinic. Jammers just making the rounds, and the defense looking strong. I'm telling you right now, Teflon Donna and V Diva together are just a force. I mean, they played a long time in Philly together, but something about the dynamic I've seen all weekend. I don't know what they did, but they cranked it up them too. Earlier we saw in previous games, one would play defense, one would play offense, and then they'd switch back and forth. If I'm a jammer, I don't want to deal with either of them. But when one switches, you have a lot of confidence that one's like, okay, I'm done. You can have your turn with this jammer.
Or think about the demoralization factor of, okay, I finally got around Teflon Donna. Boom, here's V Diva that I have to contend with. So, Pennsylvania, as we said, hitting on all cylinders. I believe they're starting off with Lurs Lemon again from Brandywine.
Once again, it's the captain, Carbomb Kelly, standing up tall on the left side with a smile on her face.
Both teams with one blocker in the box. Ought to be some room to move on the start line. Here's Lurs Lemon, lead jammer for Pennsylvania.
Teflon Donna just got a huge piece of Carbomb Kelly center to the floor. And guess who's working in the back? V Diva dragging her all the way back to the first turn.
Oh, and Lurs Lemon just pounds her way through Slambolina and Eddie Kruger, picks up 5 points. Pennsylvania picking up where they left off in the first period. Lemon on a second scoring pass.
Yeah, Lemon's game just translates no matter where you go. She's got the physicality, then sometimes she has the speed, then she picked the toes up. Very complete game by Lurs Lemon. I'm always impressed seeing her play. Carbomb Kelly did get out. You can see she's coming around in front of you. Lurs trying to chase her down.
Now, I think Pennsylvania is chosen to play long in this game. Lurs Lemon taking a risk and just flattening the Maryland pivot.
Unfortunately, Slambolina just wasn't quite ready. Got upended. Glad to see her get back up real quick. Oh, Lurs just jumped right into her and made contact. That's not good.
Well, Slambolina, and then she's going to be called for a
illegal procedure for making contact.
Yeah, leaping into contact. And, you got to give Slambolina big credit for standing in Lurs Lemon's way twice in a row.
And guess what? Now she's got the star in her hand, so she had to take the hit. Now she's got to turn around and start playing some offense herself.
Thumper getting into her on the inside of turn 1 along with Teflon Donna. This is still an initial pass for Slambolina.
Yeah, the offense trying to come. Carbomb Kelly previously jamming, trying to play offense.
Built to spill now, bumping out Slambolina, and who's there to roll her all the way back? The pivot, V Diva.
Yeah, Maryland's looking a little discombobulated right there. They kind of didn't stop them going back, weren't playing offense in the forward. Just saw Marv just grab one of the blockers, trying to get things organized, and here you go. Guess who's released from the box?
Power jam is over. Lurs Lemon with 5 more. 3 points picked up by Slambolina, and those points were well earned.
All right, here we got a replay of the play where Lurs got up, went right in, caught the knee up into the side of Slambolina. She took it like a champ and got right back up, which I'm glad to see. I'm glad she was all right because that looked like a vicious contact.
Oh, very much so. Proper call. I mean, it's just one of those things. It wasn't a intentionally vicious play on the part of Lurs Lemon. Back to the live action. We've got Olive Havoc jamming for the Pennsylvania All-Stars.
Lithium Lady in the back trying to find out that tripod by PA. So organized, so quickly.
The Mighty Isis rolled back Olive Havoc, but Olive Havoc got a head of steam on the rebound and picked up lead jammer. The Mighty Isis with the star now for Maryland. Nice defense by Lucretia McKeeble, nudging out Olive Havoc between turns 1 and 2. Here comes Isis on a scoring pass.
Isis comes into the wall hard, runs right into Thumper. She absorbs all of that, and then Bayou just kind of seals right up next to her.
Yeah, now Maryland looking more organized on the defensive end. Duke of Windsor along with Lucretia McKeeble making life a little difficult for Olive Havoc. Now Olive Havoc able to dodge low, and this is a 4-point scoring pass for Pennsylvania. First 4 of the jam. We've got 52 seconds left on the jam clock. Olive Havoc dodges inside, looking for a little more. The Mighty Isis on a scoring pass, but she's not going to get around Russian Bayou.
Yeah, Lucretia McGee was holding the outside, but then gets called for the forearm. Right now, 2 blockers in the box for Maryland. They lost Lithium Lady earlier. So Lucretia McGee, you see just driving on the back of the pack. I'm sorry, the Mighty Isis.
Yeah, 4 more for Olive Havoc. This time Olive Havoc taken down hard by number 12. Looking for the...
That's off the wall.
Off the wall. Nice defense by off the wall, but Olive Havoc able to bounce back up. 5 this time, 13 on the jam. 8 seconds left on the jam clock, and that's enough time for Olive Havoc to get 5 more. The jam will expire now, an 18-point jam. Pennsylvania 183, Maryland 17.
In my unprofessional opinion, Olive Havoc has been the most consistent jammer all weekend. You've seen great things come from Lurs. We had stuff come from Betty Switch. All weekend, Olive Havoc, all 3 games so far, very consistent. You could count on her stemming any tide if anybody got any momentum against them.
Well, and it's such a dynamic rotation that they have. You've got the large athletic jammer in Lurs. You've got the darting smaller jammer in Olive Havoc, and then you throw in Betty Switch like right now. And what does a defense do? All these jammers have different styles to contend with. Nice spin
nice work
move
by Fatal
there.
Faux Pas on the inside, yes.
Absolutely, getting through on the initial pass. Betty Switch on a scoring pass, picking up 4.
Like looking down the bench, you see Beast is saying, just keep it running. They're having confidence, loving their jammers right now.
That's right. Here comes Betty Switch again. This is a scoring pass for Fatal Faux Pas, but Betty Switch on her own, able to squeeze through. That's a 5-point pass. And this strategy of going long is paying off for Pennsylvania right now.
Yeah, right now Fatal Faux Pas just locked in jail, looking up. She's thinking of grabbing the star. There she goes. Hands it to Gigi Hardy, who's able to get away very quickly.
Nice
Diva was right on her.
Nice defense on the other end by Pink Medusa, rolling back Betty Switch, but Betty Switch able to recover, picks up 5, calls off the jam. We're going to see whether Maryland was able to pick up anything prior to the call off, and it does not appear they were. So Pennsylvania now threatening 200 points, 197, Maryland 20.
Yeah, right now, Maryland's just looking to figure out something that's got to work, try to get some confidence. Understand both of these teams are going into the playoff round, but now you got to figure out, get some momentum going, get some confidence after a game like this.
That's right, and looking here, I believe it's Evil Beauty jamming for Pennsylvania now.
Oh, that looks like Nikki Cash out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you are correct. Yes.
Ducking under the head. Look, great job by Nikki Cash.
Wow, just wriggling around the defensive wall of Maryland. Nikki Cash, lead jammer now. Bump out by Ooh.
That looks like Russian Bayou, but that was Tarantina who got pumped out backwards. Nikki Cash goes down and gets called for a penalty right here in front of us.
That's correct. And Russian Bayou, a little friendly fire, took down Nikki Cash. Nikki Cash, possibly a track cut there. She re-entered and did not cede. So it's a power jam now in favor of Maryland. And this is Tarantina with the star.
Jumps in very quickly, tries to stay in front of Russian Bayou, but then gets bogged down. That's Kesha Later getting a good piece of her.
Kesha Later working on Bourbon Bruiser now for position. Well, there's just not a lot of weakness in the Pennsylvania pack. Gorgeous now sent to the penalty box. Nikki Cash is released.
Yeah, she comes right into the pack, goes to the outside. Oh, able to tiptoe around Bourbon Bruiser. We wait, we see some signals. Nope, no pass, no penalty. We thought there'd be a cut track for a second.
No, and it's a 3-point scoring pass, but Nikki Cash just as quickly back into the pack. Now we have a star pass to Gigi Hardy on the Maryland side, and nobody can stop this jam. 25 seconds left on the jam clock. 4 points this time for Nikki Cash. Gigi Hardy's going to get 4 of her own for Maryland.
Yeah, that was Russian Bayou kind of getting caught up in the middle there. You saw her kneeling on the ground with a smile on her face as she got tangled up with Gigi Hardy. Gigi Hardy comes in, hits the back of the pack, not able to have much success.
Nope, Nikki Cash going to try for a couple more before the jam times out. That's going to do it. 2 more for Maryland, 2 more for Pennsylvania. 13 on the jam for Nikki Cash, 6 for Gigi Hardy. Pennsylvania 210, Maryland 28.
Yeah, you see Coach Howe going out there. You see right in the middle, Coach Howe putting up the sign for the official review. He doesn't look like he's going to be a timeout. He's in there having a discussion.
Oh, yeah, he wants some justification. He wants justice. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now.
Now. Well, there are people out there hearing the justice right now. Let's give a shout-out to our referees. They're volunteering, but right now it looks like they're having a nice, solid discussion with both coaches. Looks like we've got our head referee, Gorham Reaper. Gorham Reaper. I'm sorry, we got our sheet was cut off here, so I'm trying to give the best credit I can. We also got Jason Singer, Steel City Kitty, Chris Brace, Rob U. Blind, Dr. Math, and Rumblebee, along with Prima Donna. They're both our skating officials, and then we have our NSOs, Le Corbusier, and then Register Cursor, Big Daddy Smooch, Pat Sweeney, Ms. Hyde, Bottom Miss Prime, Lightning Broad, Murder, Scarleg O'Hara, and Temple of Doom. They are all our officials. We want to give a shout out to all them. Oh, and most of all, we got to give a shout out to Bucksmont. They're doing a great job all weekend taking care of us.
You know, if you're not here to appreciate what they do to put this tournament on, we'll tell you because we have a little time right now. They actually go so far as have people with disinfectant running through both teams' both teams' benches between games to clean off all surface areas for the next team to prevent any
derby plague.
Exactly.
We all know these tournaments. There's always that one team that gets caught up, and they all go home and say, "What happened to us?" All right, now don't forget, stay tuned. Up after us, we're going to have Colorado taking on Ohio, which should be an exciting bout. Colorado came in. They changed their team up from years past. They got a solid squad. Meanwhile, Ohio's solid as well.
Both teams very strong. And excuse me, I steered you wrong. Our head referee is the Gorham Reaver. With the V, not with the P. So, we had a little difficulty with the roster, but it's the Gorham Reaver who is taking care of business right out there right now. V Diva as the captain, along with the coaches, are having a conversation. We've got 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this game. This, of course, what do we call this? Game 22?
Yeah, that's what I said. Next up is Colorado, Ohio. We still then have the Michigan, Massachusetts, and then we're going to jump into our 40-minute final placing games. We got Louisiana taking on Kentucky, Kansas, Saskatchewan. 4 new teams this year.
Yeah.
And you know what? They haven't had as much success as they may have hoped, but they're all having fun. You should see the faces on all the players when they come out. Saskatchewan was great, all smiles. Louisiana's having a blast, laid back Louisiana having fun.
Louisiana has brought Mardi Gras beads to distribute after every game, and they're going to have an opportunity against Kentucky. I mean, that's anybody's game. Michigan, Massachusetts, I think, could be a real Donnybrook.
Yes.
That's one you do not want to miss. Colorado has come to play this year, no question about it. Ohio, we're going to see how they respond. They took the win, but not by much, and not as much as they may have wanted to. Now they're going to be pushed a little bit more by Colorado. Okay, and we're having the official review explained to us right now, thanks to our alternate referee, who is Prima Donna. Prima Donna now is explaining this to Tom. Sitting down with the star is...
All right, I guess you got the update from our alt ref. Prima Donna just came over. Both jammers going to sit down. As a result of everything, a forearm was caught on Nikki Cash, and then we had a leaping into a blocker by Gigi Hardy. At the end, we saw her get up and get stopped. High five between the two skaters. Both of them were just smiling, saying, where'd all this come from? We don't remember having any penalties.
Yeah, and now they're going to stand up, of course, as the jam is going to start. Both will be sprung from the penalty box, but they're going to have to start in there, and essentially what it means is
now it's a race to get back to the pack, and now the pack's going backwards.
That's right. Gigi Hardy enters the track first, but
Nikki Cash, interesting, went behind her own line, which I thought was surprising.
That's correct. Well, she didn't. She figured, well, if they called me for that before, I can't be too careful.
Dancing on the backstretch. I believe that's Eddie Kruger driving back.
That's right. Here comes Nikki Cash, bumped inside by Eddie Kruger, but Eddie went out of bounds.
It was Quesadiva.
Oh, my fault.
Got to give credit for a great play. Oh, lost the star somewhere. Where is the star?
It fell off of Nikki Cash's head. She is still lead jammer because it did come off through gameplay and not as an intentional act.
Great point there, Gretchen. You always worry about that. Marvy Lust reporting to the box for Team Maryland. Oh, taking the inside line. Nikki Cash able to squeeze by for 5.
Speaking of 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game. Oh, we have a star pass now to Quesadiva. Quesadiva, the jammer of record now for the Maryland All-Stars. Nikki Cash putting up 4 more. And
see a low block being called on Built to Spill for PA.
That's right, 3-on-3 in the pack now.
Teflon Donna getting a good piece of Quesadiva and driving her out strongly to the outside.
Nikki Cash, beautiful skate control on the outside of turn 1. That's another scoring pass for Pennsylvania. There's Teflon Donna getting low, and look at that assist there by Gorth. She saw Teflon Donna starting to go out of bounds on the momentum of her block, grabbed her jersey and pulled her back in.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite plays in Derby, is the wherewithal of the second blocker to know what's going on. Gigi Hardy, meanwhile, getting a nice knockout on Nikki Cash and then trying to stick to her right now. Maryland's got her in the piece at the moment, but able to step around. Nikki Cash, great effort.
Yeah, really good. She just took she absorbed the impact of 3 separate blockers and was able to maintain her momentum. A 19-point jam, 3 put up by Maryland, though. Pennsylvania on 229, Maryland on 31. Penalty box is empty. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go. And is that the mighty Isis putting on the star behind the start line?
That it is, back behind there. Crouched down next to her. We'll have to see who that is. That might be Olive Havoc, but Isis is known to jam. Typically doesn't do it a lot. Can jam. Kind of got a slick jam skater style when she skates, but they're definitely effective, and she can skate pretty fast as well.
Well, it's Evil Beauty jamming for Pennsylvania. Cutting the track is the call on the mighty Isis. Lead jammer Evil Beauty from Brandywine for Pennsylvania. So, boy.
There you go. Just as you're hoping, just get a little bit of excitement, and then the air gets right out of it right away. And Evil Beauty's got her own excitement, making a very quick pass.
Yeah, that's a 5-point pass. Another 5 points for Pennsylvania. And again, so many options from the jam line for Pennsylvania. Evil Beauty, what you would really call a relief jammer for this Pennsylvania All-Star team, but she can rack them up too.
She can, but also Griffin, now you get more skates to other jammers. I mean, we're up by a lot of points right now. Go let her maybe save some of the other skaters, because you understand you got more games to play.
Absolutely.
Eye on the prize to win the championship by PA. We have Lithium Ladies sitting down in the penalty box right now.
Isis out of the penalty box, completing the initial pass, getting around Russian Bayou. 4 more for Evil Beauty. We'll see whether Pennsylvania continues to go long with 2 minutes. It appears they will.
Yeah, Beast making a sign down there. I'm pretty sure they just want the clock running right now. You don't want anything bad to happen. Don't want to pick up any penalties like that.
A back block is the call on Evil Beauty. Power jam for Maryland, the mighty Isis.
Oh, taking a big shot in the front there. That's by Sophia, I believe. Yeah,
Sophia called for direction of gameplay on that block.
Yeah, now we got Isis cruising around the backside. Has 4 points now, coming around for a second scoring pass.
Yep, Isis with 4. Evil Beauty sat down with 14. She may have taken a couple with her. That is a 5-point scoring pass for Isis.
Yeah, able to push her way through Russian Bayou. Russian Bayou held that outside edge, but the power of the mighty Isis is able to push on through, changing things up.
Evil Beauty standing up in the penalty box. Sophia still sitting down for the Pennsylvania All-Stars. So this will be a power start now for Maryland with a pack advantage.
Yep.
Clock still rolling, 1 minute and 12 seconds to go.
All right, looks like they're going to send Fatal Faux Pas out there. She's crouched down behind. All blockers out there for Maryland. Only 3 left for PA, but of course, who do they have out there? V-Diva, Built to Spill.
And Teflon Donna.
Very solid, either current or former Philly roller derby.
That's right, out of the box now. Here comes Evil Beauty, and she is up towards the front of the pack. She's not getting an easy go of it right now, but now the out-of-play signal goes up, and Maryland has to let her go. Lead jammer, Evil Beauty for Pennsylvania. 30 seconds left.
Fatal Faux Pas just driving on that, not making much progress at all. Now the blockers broke up. You see Tef and Diva up there playing offense. Meanwhile, locked in the back, Sophia getting a piece of Fatal Faux Pas.
And Evil Beauty with 15 left on the period clock. Evil Beauty second scoring pass.
Star has been passed. Car Bomb Kelly, who just got knocked out by V-Diva. Now back in the teeth of the defense in the back of the pack.
That's right. Still an initial pass for Car Bomb Kelly. Up at the front, Evil Beauty running.
Yep, getting free, yeah. Actually,
5 more.
Game clock has officially ended. We're on the jam clock. PA, whenever they choose, can end it or can run out for the rest of the 40 seconds left.
That's right. Pennsylvania looking to make a statement. As we said, they have 253 already. Evil Beauty with an additional 5 points now as V-Diva punishing Maryland at the back of the pack.
Yeah, crowd's getting into it, and you hear the thumping. Looks like Maryland's trying to just get some energy going for their skaters in the last few seconds. Pounding on the boards.
Car Bomb Kelly fighting against V-Diva, who can get lower there. And 10 seconds left on the jam clock. This is going to do it now. Evil Beauty may not get another pass. That's it.
Yeah, she just sat down and said, let's not get any harm. Just put her hands on her knees and just coasted back in. Can't blame her for that. They already got 261 on the board.
All. 3 more points at the end. An 18-point jam to close things out. And Tom, Pennsylvania, boy, they just fired a shot across the bow of Battle of the All-Stars 2018.
Well, especially after that last game, we just saw Virginia get a little bit on New York. Show maybe a potential crack that PA could take advantage of.
That's right. course, Colorado up next. You're going to see another one of the prime contenders for the trophy here. As I said, they came to play. After that, Michigan and Massachusetts. And Michigan, no slouch. Michigan certainly capable of going far in this tournament as well.
Most definitely. Massachusetts, I've been impressed. They had some reinforcements show up today they didn't have yesterday. Very deep squad. I think that's going to be a pretty even match. We'll get to see the fun skating of Lammy as always, and then
Lammy,
Michigan's got a
Flying King.
Yes, Flying King.
Today for Massachusetts, and that certainly changes the dynamic of that team. We will be back with the presentation of the most valuable player awards in just a couple of minutes. The announcer crew is going to get together and determine who deserves those awards. There's about 5 players on either team that could win it, but we'll tell you who in just a couple minutes. Hi there, this is Gretchen Little. I'm with the Pennsylvania Most Valuable Player for that last game, Thumper from Brandywine. Here you go, congratulations. Amazing pack work. How do you all communicate?
It's just a matter of playing with each other for a while. Bayou and me have been teammates for PA for probably 3 years now, and actually later, who is our pack leader, taking the head as brace. Me and her worked together last year, and it was amazing. Like them telling me to calm down, get low, hot dog it. I listen to them and hear them, and I just trust them, and then we just work together, which makes me look better.
Well, it certainly shows. Now, this is your third Battle of the All-Stars, is that correct?
Yep.
How long have you been in Derby?
This is actually going to be my 5th season going into, so I'm excited.
And have you been with Brandywine the whole time?
No, I started actually with Bucksmont, who's hosting the tournament. I was there for 2 years, and this is going to be my 3rd season with Brandywine.
Well, congratulations. Of course, Brandywine last year having some success at the D2 level. Expecting, I hope, to get back there?
Yes, 2 years ago we were at D2 Championships, got 2nd place. Last year was more of a rebuilding year. So this year we're hoping with all of our newer players coming in, we'll be able to get back to D2s this year.
Well, congratulations and good luck as the weekend goes on. Is there anybody you'd like to say hello to?
Hi guys, thank you guys for supporting us and keep watching.
All right, thank you very much. Thumper, Most Valuable Player from Pennsylvania.
All right, welcome back to Battle of the All-Stars 2018. I'm Tom Foolery with Team Maryland MVP Lucretia McKeevill. Here, take your award. So that was an exciting game. Unfortunately, you guys did not come out on the side you would have hoped, but you guys are all in the playoff round. You have a lot of new skaters, and you're a veteran of the team who's been here all 5 years. What is the new exciting parts about the team, and what are you looking forward to in the next round?
One of the newest and most exciting parts about the team is that we have a lot of new skaters, and every year Derby is evolving, so you're constantly trying to keep up with the evolving sport, and everyone brings in, even though we're so close together in our state, we all have different strategies, so we're all trying to integrate together to just be this big amoeba of destruction, is what I like to think of it as.
New tag, Amoeba of Destruction. That's a new pack formation, I think, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so now you guys are setting up. You're going to move on to the next round. What are you guys going to do now to regroup and get reset? That's not exactly the last taste you want to have in your mouth going into the playoff round. What are your thoughts as a team? What are you going to do to try to get back together and get refocused?
We're going to have a hot tub meeting at the hotel, per usual, which is we do every evening after the games. It seems to really help. We come up with different kinds of strategies, what we can do, but we're going to watch who our potential opponents can be this evening, see what they're putting out there. We're not going to try to change our game to theirs, but rather make them play our game.
So you're going to change up your pregame ritual and have something different. What are you going to do different to get ready for this next game?
Well, we started doing the crab walk earlier today out there during our warm-ups and everything. We were running around doing the crab walk. We started lifting all of our new teammates and throwing them up in the air, which seemed to really get people stoked. I think we played a lot better this game because of that.
I find crowd surfing does get things juiced up. All right, make sure you sprinkle some more Old Bay on it and get ready for next game. Good luck.
Hi, Mason-Dixon Roller Vixens, my home team. Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right, thank you very much from Battle of the All-Stars. I'm Tom Foolery with Lucretia McKeevill, the MVP for Team Maryland. Stay tuned.